And a lot of style coming off the Cavaliers bus earlier on. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. Now here's Drummond. Love finds Sexton. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
On the wing, Isaac. Fournier goes in. Vucevic down low. Here's Fultz. Isaac outside. Pass to Vucevic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Osman. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block and running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
They get the rebound.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And stolen by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. Props in the layup for 2.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Fournier goes in. The layup off target. Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's Sexton. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Too easy that time. Sexton sniffing it out and then getting to an area on the floor that made that one easy.
Stolen by Garland. And Sexton slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Fultz following the score by Cleveland. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Fournier.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Over to the wing. Now Sexton. He's got 6. And it's blocked. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. There's Garland. Rebound by the Magic.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Count it.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Here is Porter, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Porter passes to Drummond. Rebounded by Vucevic. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. Love against Ross. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Stolen by Garland. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. And Porter, here we go. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but This guy picks his spots.
Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ross kicks to Fultz. Now here's Ross. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's good, 2 points.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. That has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Garland dishes to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's Ross. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gordon, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Porter against Isaac. Porter passes to Drummond. Here's Isaac. There's the pass to Vucevic. Here's Gordon. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Magic up by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Windler. Pass to Garland. Banked in off the glass.
Pretty effective off the bounce there. Garland quick, and that got him to the rack.
Orlando leading. Carter Williams finds Gordon. Back to Carter Williams. Pass to Bamba. He's looking for Gordon and finds him.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Windler. Outside Porter. The pass to Windler. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots. Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Misses off the left iron. Ennis with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bamba kicks to Ennis. Back to Bamba. Passes it to Augustine. It's blocked.
Larry Nance Jr. getting up and getting it out.
And Porter, here we go. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Augustine finds Bamba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for James Ennis. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Then for the Cavaliers, Andre Drummond's checked in for Thompson. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Larry Nance. Now here's Love. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
The shot's good from Fournier.
And this is what you want to see more of from Bamba, making an effort to share the rock.
Here's Sexton, following the basket by Evan Fournier. And it's Sexton penetrating. Misses from short range. Magic leading by 8. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. And here is Ross. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Ross. Vucevic has got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. There's the feed to Drummond. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ross finds Fournier. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Vucevic trying to get open. And the dunk by Bamba.
And that's 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 8. That one goes. Count it. 10 points for him.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Vucevic. Tight defense on him. Lays it up off the glass. Vucevic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Sexton.
And there's no question Fultz has what it takes to be a lockdown defender.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They were never able to get the lead above. Bad.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Fultz against Sexton. Love kicks to Sexton. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Sexton has tremendous athleticism and a great motor. It's about now being a floor general in this new system.
And Sexton drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Outside Fournier. Knocked away. Now Cleveland moving it up. There's Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Garland's got his second bucket.
And that's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
Fultz finds Isaac. Fournier in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And that one's good. Osman.
Well, Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Fultz, the bounce pass. Here's Fournier. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Drummond. Here's Sexton. And he makes good on the layup. Sexton's got 14.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Vucevic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line, really has a complete game.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Now Garland. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Outside Gordon. Back to Augustine. Orlando moving the ball around. Carter Williams dishes to Bamba. Pass to Carter Williams. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Nance comes with the double team. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And Carter Williams gets it to go on the assist by Vucevic. And the Magic lead by 8.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
The shot's good from Nance.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Gordon, the pass to Augustine. It's stolen. Here's Windler. Finished off the break. And now it's just a 4-point Magic lead.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Isaac's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Ennis comes in for Gordon. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Augustine. Porter's checked in for Cleveland. Outside Porter. Feeds it to Thompson. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Ross. He gets that one. And it's an 8-point Magic lead.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. That's tipped. Porter with the steal. Garland with it. Now guarded by Ennis. And finished off by Porter.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Ennis kicks to Ross. Carter Williams, the pass to Vucevic. Porter pulls it in. 3-on-3. Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
Thompson's got such a good motor and is such a good athlete for a guy his size. Charges into the lane that time.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Orlando with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Fournier gets a wide open look. No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Magic lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Cavaliers trailing. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Porter is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Isaac passes to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Porter. Sexton's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. On the wing, Isaac. Back to Vucevic. And stolen by Drummond. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Porter's running. Isaac with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Take a look at Isaac there, just patrolling the passing lanes. Outstanding at knowing when to anticipate that pass.
Back to Drummond. He dishes it to Sexton. It's good. Sexton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
It's Fournier on the wing. He's guarded by Love. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First one falls for him. The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Garland's checked in.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player. Now, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. And when he does that, this guy can dominate.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Fournier passes to Ross. Yep, it counts. And the Magic lead by 2.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Augustine passes to Fournier. Comes up empty down low. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Sexton. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Sexton's got 26.
Sexton trying to assume the leadership role. What a big hoop there.
Ross kicks to Augustine. Ripped away. Now Cleveland moving it up.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Sexton's shot is good.
Sexton continuing to try to expand his game, and in this one looking very comfortable.
Ross passes to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Pass to Osman. He kicks it to Sexton. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Sexton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs. On the wing, Isaac. On the pass to Ross. He feeds it to Vucevic. For 3, Fournier. A three-pointer is right on target.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Sexton finds Drummond. Cleveland moving it around. Augustine with the steal. And here's the fast break. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Isaac goes in. Got it.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Cavaliers have gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. Here's Sexton. Drummond trying to get himself free. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Sexton with a shining moment here.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Fournier passes to Ross. Back to Fournier. From 12 feet out, Vucevic, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Because of that refined offensive skill set, Vucevic can be a dependable scoring option late in game.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Drummond working against Vucevic. It's stolen by Vucevic. 3-on-3. It's Fournier on the wing. No good on the triple. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish. If it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it can only mean one. Now it's ended.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the 1. Now, here's Garland.
Get through, get through, get through.
Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Washington.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
The Cavaliers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
He hits both from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Yo, man, I'm on Beal.
Beal with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Proven as a penetrator every year. Bill has the speed and athleticism to make defenders nervous.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Beal.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Garland, the pass to Sexton. Right wing. Pass to Garland. And here's Sexton. For 3, Love. Hachimura grabs the miss. Beal with it. Guarded now by Sexton. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Moving it up. And it's sent back by Bryant.
Of the timing and energy on display, Bryant positioning himself well and just slapping the ball back.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. To the left wing. Here's Garland.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from you.
And the rejection by Love. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. And stolen by Love. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Oh, man, fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean looks.
And stolen by Sexton.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
And Sexton drops them both.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
The pass to Bonga. Back to Wall. Down low. There's Garland. That shot off the mark. Now Washington takes it the other way. And stolen by Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here's Beal. He's guarded closely. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Porter's checked in for Colin Sexton. Bertans kicks to Beal. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You can go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Windler. Up again, Thompson. It's good on the putback.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Smith on the wing. Brown dishes to Smith. Back to Brown to the inside. And Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
Porter passes to Garland. Back to Porter. Now here's Nance. Passes to Porter. Nance outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Windler. Releases. Cleveland the rebound. Now here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Smith kicks to Bertans. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
35 seconds left to play in the first. Thompson finds Nance. And the rejection by Mahinmi. In transition, here come the Wizards. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, Smith is a fighter, someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Porter passes to Garland. A second chance effort, and it's laid up and in by Thompson.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Here's Smith. Pass to Brown. They get a hand on it. And so it's Cleveland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've
show up as far as what I'm doing.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
Nance and Johnson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Sexton dishes to Thompson. And that one, good. Thompson's got 6.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Now Cleveland moving it up. Thompson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Thompson's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland.
Thompson's the first guy you better box out. If you don't, he's always prepared to dunk it back home.
Smith the pass to Payton. Now Wagner up and in on the layup. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Smith.
Oh, man, I love seeing this little man with the big heart getting it done on the drive, using all the strength he has to fend off the defense.
Here's Payton, and Payton throws it down hard.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Thompson. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Here's Smith. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And now it's just a 4-point Cleveland lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Out to the right wing. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Sexton up top, covered by Smith. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And because of the combination of strength and blazing speed, Sexton can get to the line at a high rate.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 6. And it's Osman missing. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Beal drives in.
Beal is so tenacious on the drive. He shows no remorse to the defense on these type of dunks.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Garland at the elbow. Beal with the steal. And Bryant kicks to Wall. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Oh, man, a determined scorer. Wall is fantastic at staying with the shot, even when the defense is on.
And it's Drummond missing. The Wizards have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. All with it. Garland picks him up. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Wizards making a change here. Mahimi's checked in. Tries it from the top of the key. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Washington lead. 50 seconds left in the first half. And here's Love from the arc. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And it's easy to see why Love is considered a dependable stretch four. I mean, he's so consistent when outside shooting.
Here's Beal. Another one falls for Washington.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Garland kicks to Love. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Beal, the pass to Mahimi, and stolen by Love. Pushing it up. And Sexton slams it in.
And Love does his best to come up with steals. He has active hands. You got to be cautious around him.
Outside, Beal. From the high post. And that one goes long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that'll do it for the first. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, give us your take.
Efficiency. Yeah.
And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, so far we're seeing a tremendous game from Tristan Thompson so far.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Sexton kicks to Osman. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. Good on the bucket. Drummond's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Cavs.
Well, if there's a better rebounder in the league than Drummond, tell me, because I'd like to know about it. His work on the offensive glass is huge for them.
It's tipped. All with it. Picked up by Love. Hachimura. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And the coaching staff loves this effort. They want Drummond to keep swatting shots like this.
Here's Beal. Bryant trying to free himself up. The shot by Beal, no good.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Ball against Love. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 3 on the bucket from John Wall.
And what scouts loved about Hachimura, physically, he came in NBA ready.
Oh, yeah. She has 6'8", 230, shows excellent strength. Also, being relatively late to the game, he's really never developed any bad habits. That's why he was able to come in and hit the ground running. It's still early, but a 1 for 4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Both teams will make substitutions. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here's Bryant. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Garland. It's hauled in by Brown.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
The kick out to Wall. Brown finds Beal. Here's Wagner for the tie. Beal can't get it to go. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Drummond. And Larry Nance is subbed in for Kevin Love. Bertanis, he's checked in for Washington. Ish Smith comes in for John Wall. The pass to Garland. Nance outside to the middle. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
This is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Thompson left side. On the wing, Nance. Passes it to Porter. From 10 feet out. Rebound, Washington. Smith right side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Darius Garland picks one up.
The resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league and has finally become a valued rotation player.
The Wizards have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Outside, Porter. Kicks to Garland. Back to Porter. Pass to Garland. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, look, I love how Thompson keeps his eyes on the basket. Even while getting hit, he muscles through it all.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Exum's checked in. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Wizards trail by 4. And here's Smith. 8 points for him. It's deflected. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
The 3 from Bertans. Mahimi finds Smith. Over to the wing. Here's Bertans for three. Thompson with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And Mahimi with the stuff.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Smith, the pass to Bertans. Nice ball movement by Washington. Brown, good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Windler. Here's Thompson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Thompson's got 17 now.
Thompson is a strong big man. He's amazing at fending off defenders.
Here's Bertans for three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Cleveland leading by 6. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Thompson. Porter is out there with Sexton. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Osman in at the 3. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. And Sexton drops them both. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Wizards. Trailing here by 8. It's Beal on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like it, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks. Look, it's all about Thompson's vertical. He jumps up fast to make sure he taps in on that alley-oop.
All taking his time here. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Beal gets a wide-open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 10. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. There's the pass to Love. Lets it go from 14. Rebounded by the Wizards. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Cavaliers shooting 43% from the floor. Outside, Sexton. Inside, Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Hachimura. And here's Wall. It's Beal on the wing. To the inside. And Bryant slams it in.
His passing has evolved over the course of Beal's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now, we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
Sexton, the pass to Drummond. Porter kicks to Sexton. Back to Porter. Just 4 to shoot. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Porter. Drummond passes to Osman. He kicks to Love. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
A big part of Love's game now, his teammates and coaches encourage him to shoot off the pass.
And it's Beal in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Cavaliers on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Good on the triple. Love's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Cavs.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they could make and building this lead.
Wall passes to Bryant. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Bergsonis, he's checked in for the Wizards. The Cavaliers leading by 17. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bertans. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Love the pass to Thompson. Love dishes to Thompson.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Cleveland.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tristan Thompson.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
And it's blocked by Brown. Sexton. The Cavaliers again can't hit. So it's Washington now. 15-point game. Grant gets a wide-open look, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And here are the Cavaliers now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now here's Drummond. He's defended by Wagner. Back to Sexton. Pass to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3. And here are the Wizards now. Tries from 16. Misses off the right iron.
Shooting for Cleveland.
The first free throw is good.
It took Drummond years of practice to improve his free throw shooting, and his hard work paid off little by little as his free throw percentage began creeping up. It's still a work in progress, though, but it's getting there.
Outside, Wall. Now Bertans. Good.
I love the unselfishness from Wall. When someone flashed.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. the nation's cap. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by a look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3. And for the Wizards, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area. And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
And Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Now, here's Isaac. Now the pass to Gordon. Can't connect from short range. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2 wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strength. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Wall, and the shot goes in.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Now, here's Isaac. Here's the teardrop. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Isaac.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Wall against Fultz. Wall attacking. And he comes up with the deuce.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly failing.
The Wizards shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
Down low, here's Beal. It doesn't go for him. Isaac with some nice D. The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Fournier passes to Gordon. And it's sent back by Bryant. Beal with the steal. It's Wall with the drop. And it's sent back by Isaac. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Isaac passes to Vucevic. And here we go. Washington fast break. Bonga, no good. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ennis comes in for Isaac. Ross, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Now here's Ross. And the rejection by Mahimi. And Wall. Here we go now. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Back to Vucevic. To the paint. Ennis kicks to Bamba. Good ball movement here by the Magic. 5 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. The Magic again can't hit. Wizards leading by 5. Beal the pass to Wall. And it's blocked.
Great play by Ross. I mean, using that bouncing ability at the defensive end, love it.
Bertans grabs the board.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Wall kicks to Bertans. It's Brown on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Mahimi. And Mahimi with the stuff.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Ennis. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Here's Beal. Off with the layup. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Outside, Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Ross. And that's off the glass and in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Augustine against Wall. 2 points. That one goes. 9 points in the game so far.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
John Wall getting it done for Washington. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is... And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the...
Being yourself, being...
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Wizards?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
We've got Ish Smith on out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Peyton. And it's Wagner in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And the jam by Ross.
You cannot give Ross room to launch. You can't let him take flight. When he's this close, he's going to hammer it home.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Isaac's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Evan Fournier comes in for James Ennis. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Ross. Fournier into the lane. Chalk up 2 there. Fournier's got his first basket.
The penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drives.
And it's Smith missing. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Pass to Bonga. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Orlando moving the ball around. Isaac passes to Gordon. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Isaac outside. Back to Fournier. Offensive rebound, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Smith the pass to Bryant, and finished off by Bryant.
You talk about passing, Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
Vucevic dishes to Fultz. Fournier the bounce pass out to the right wing. Fultz the pass to Gordon, and it's sent back by Bryant to the middle. Bunga gets the bucket, and now it's a 9-point Wizards lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Left side Gordon, and Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Over in the corner, Fultz. Here's Gordon. Vucevic dishes to Gordon. Isaac passes to Gordon. Over Bryant. Vucevic. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Outside for Beal. Goes up on the wing. And too long on the shot.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Gordon. And it goes down 2 points.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
Here's Smith. Passes it to Bryant. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Bryant's got the lead up to 9 now for Washington.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
And it's sent back by Bryant. And so it's the Washington Wizards ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. You gotta love the John Wall we saw in the first. He had 9 points and
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So on the floor for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac into the 3 spot.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that 3-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Greg? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range, but I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many.
Fournier goes in. Wizards leading by 9. Off pass to Bryant. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Tries again. Wall with a block.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters.
From the baseline. Fournier pulls it down. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And it was was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ennis comes in for Isaac, and Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Markelle Fultz.
Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Carter-Williams, the pass to Gordon. Carter-Williams kicks to Gordon. Now Fournier, and it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Wizards leading by 7. Wall looking it over. Fading outside. And he banks in the layup.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And it's Carter-Williams with the ball for the Magic. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Boy, I like how Carter-Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
And Wall. Here we go now. Mahimi's shot is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Vucevic to the pass to Fournier. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And Augustine kicks to Bamba. Shoots. And he can't bank that one in. In transition, here come the Wizards. Brown's got the ball. Misses from close range.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Here's Carter-Williams. That's tipped. Bertans finds Wagner. Here's Smith. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Wagner's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Gordon. The shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way. To the wing right side. Wagner with it. He's against Gordon. Bertans can't get it to go.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Carter-Williams, the pass to Bamba. A putback and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Pass to Wagner. Ross with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Both free throws good from Augustine.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can we just skip the replay this time?
And we've reached the end of the third. Washington out in front, leading by 5. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. The Wizards making a switch here. Wall's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. The Magic trail by 5. Fultz finds Fournier. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Man, I like the way Vucevic, after contact, continues to work through and concentrate on the bucket. That's a credit to his body control.
The free throw drops for Vucevic.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Bryant dishes the Wall. And then jammed down as he goes right over Markelle Fultz.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Isaac kicks to Fultz. Over Wall. Fultz, no good. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Now here's Fournier. T right on him. He's off on that one. Washington leading now by 4. To the inside. Here's Wall. And the officials call goaltending. And the coach's challenge being used up here. Not a lot of time left. You've got 1 to use. Might as well do it.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Washington.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And also the ball hawking, the way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking advantage.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Beal Nice D from Fournier. The Magic trail by 10. The drive by Gordon. Tips it, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, so smart and relentless on the offensive glass. Seems to me that Vucevic has that extra sense of tracking down missed shots. Seems to just have a nose for the ball.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Wall attacking, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Wizards. Davis Bertans comes in for Rui Hachimura. And a change for the Magic. Ross is checked in. Lock at 6. Bertans passes to Wall. Here's Bonga, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Isaac with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Fultz against Bryant. Fultz, no good. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Vucevic. Up top, Fultz. Bertans against Gordon. Money!
Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
Here is Wall. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Beal the pass to Wall. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Bertans can't get it to go. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Beal deciding where to go with it. And again, Washington no good. And so it's Washington. He's straight. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Clark. We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake. A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Garland. Inside. Ball's knocked loose. Drummond dishes to Sexton. And both these teams rely on low post offense doors in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time? Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
To the left side wing. Passes it to Sexton. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. He kicks it to Fournier. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
If you give Evan Fournier the kind of space necessary, he will drain it on you. That's pretty.
And it's Sexton penetrating. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Fultz following the basket by Colin Sexton. Fournier passes to Vucevic, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer, great size, great touch.
Over to the wing. Cleveland moving the ball around, and Sexton has it in the corner. Sexton on the wing. The shot missing, and Orlando will come the other way. To the paint. And it's Gordon, that time on the assist from Fournier. Fournier's got his 3rd assist on the night. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Drummond. Love outside. Sexton kicks to Love. The pass to Garland. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Vucevic.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
Ross is checked in for Fournier. So he gets them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Ross on the wing. To the middle. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Feeds to Gordon. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Windler. Now, here's Garland. Trying to get open is Thompson. Garland, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Vucevic finds Fultz. Isaac left side. Here's Ross, and he lays it straight in.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
Out to the wing. Outside, Porter. And here is Garland to the inside. Nance, no good. There's a minute left to play here in the first. Ross passes to Isaac. He feeds it to Gordon. Ross on the wing. Back to Gordon. Orlando needs to get off a shot. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Off target with his three. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Passes it to Windler. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Porter dishes to Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Thompson, just a spectacular athlete and so muscular. He is so crafty on how he draws fouls while shooting.
Tristan Thompson taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Magic leading by 5. Ennis kicks to Augustine. Pass to Bamba. The dish now to Ennis. Now here's Bamba. Launches a 3. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Magic leading by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2 spot. Here's Sexton, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Now here's Sexton. And the shot is good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. It's a 5-point game. Kicks it to Bamba. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Gordon, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here is Windler. Carter Williams covering, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Drummond's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Kevin Love comes in for Nance, and it's Jetty Osman in for Kevin Porter. And a change for the Magic. Evan Fournier's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Now here is Augustine. Bamba. The pass to Fournier. Clock at 4. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 5.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Sexton attacking. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Pass to Sexton. And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Ross comes in for DJ Augustine.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Dishes it to Carter Williams. Back to Bamba. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Osman. Here's Drummond, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Sexton for 3. That falls. Great assist by Love. Sexton's got 7 points.
Well, he's already a good shooter from distance now, and Colin Sexton, a ton of confidence when he starts to stroke that thing.
Carter Williams kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Carter Williams. And here's Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Bamba finds Ross. Back to Bamba. Tries it from 9. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now, here's Bamba. After Colin Sexton's miss, Carter Williams with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Garland, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a change for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Here's Fournier, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Porter's checked in. Markelle Fultz is checked in for the Magic. And so Fournier nails both of them.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And here are the Cavaliers now, trailing here by 8. Isaac with the steal. Fultz kicks to Ross. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Osman, the pass to Porter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Porter pulls it in. One-on-one here. Here's Osman. Rebounded by Vucevic. Orlando leading by 10.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got his second basket of the night.
Well, from anywhere on the floor, you've got to be aware of Evan Fournier, even on the interior.
And so it's the Orlando Magic enjoying a trump. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that's...
I promise to pray for a positive fate.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Now you gotta like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Sexton following Evan Fournier's 3. Pass to Osman, over to the left wing. For 3, Love hands it from downtown. Love's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Kevin Love understands that the 3 can make all the difference in momentum. You get one, I'm going to answer right back.
Fultz finds Isaac. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Back to Fournier. Here's Fultz. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Sexton slams it in.
Anytime you get points in transition, you are thrilled. You can see the speed of Sexton on display.
And for players like Andre Drummond, sometimes it's a paradox. Great individual rebounding doesn't always translate into great team rebounding.
That almost sounds, Greg, counterintuitive, right? Because you wonder, is it a lack of boxing out? So if they don't get it, an opponent does. What is clear unequivocally, though, there is more to team success than individual numbers.
And here's Love from the arc. Oh, he misses the dunk. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Magic. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Well, the agility, the mobility, the speed of Aaron Gordon in the fast break, just such a tough cover.
Drummond dishes to Garland. Osman kicks to Garland. Here's Sexton. 9 points in the game so far. Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, the team has got to be thrilled to see Colin Sexton work the pick and roll game and find the open teammate.
Fournier passes to Vucevic. Isaac outside. Here's Fultz. Trying his luck from deep. 6 to shoot. Here's Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fournier's got 11 points.
So good at keeping his balance. Evan Fournier's ability to stay composed and find a way to capitalize. Nicely done.
For 3, Love. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. Vucevic with the block. And they get it back. Garland the pass to Drummond. They shoot again. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Garland.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Now here's Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Fultz. And stolen by Sexton. One-on-one here. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, how about the two-way game of Colin Sexton? Comes up with the steal and then scores it on the other end. Nicely done, young man.
Isaac passes to Gordon. Back to Isaac. And it's sent back by Drummond. And here they come. And the pass to Sexton. To the left side wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love right side. No good from outside.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Sexton. Missed inside. And now Orlando on the break. Vucevic to the pass to Isaac. Gordon inside. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Fournier. 11 points in the game. Fultz the pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 16.
Boy, how about the tenacity of Aaron Gordon? So good at being assertive and taking over the offense when necessary.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. The shoot. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. To the right side. Pass to Nance. On the wing, Porter. Here's Thompson. Bamba with the block. Now here is Augustine. Guarded closely. Gordon kicks to Ennis. Ross in the corner. Gordon inside. He's covered by Thompson. Porter against Augustine. Bamba with the block. And they'll keep possession. And stolen by Gordon. Out to the right wing. Passes to Bamba. Ross kicks to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Porter dishes to Thompson. And there it is for him.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Magic leading by 10. Back to Augustine. He kicks it to Ross. And the jam by Ross.
Well, Terrence Ross's game lends itself to a dunk waiting to happen. This guy is tremendous as an athlete.
Garland the pass to Windler. Left side, Nance. The feed to Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Tristan is starting to develop a sense for how to find contact and working his way to the line.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Garland. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ennis, and it's Fultz in for Augustine. Ross kicks to Fultz. Vucevic dishes to Fultz. Kicks it out to Gordon. Isaac outside. Ross with a wide open look. Sinks the triple.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 13-point game. And the layup is good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Fultz the pass to Isaac. Vucevic dishes to Gordon. Now here's Fultz. Defended by Dellavedova. And the basket by Gordon.
Really difficult to stick with an athletic big man like Aaron Gordon. On rolls to the rim, good luck.
Dellavedova is scanning the floor. Inside. Thompson misses. Orlando leading by 13. Fultz kicks to Vucevic, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Fultz the pass to Ross. Down low and stolen by Love. Out in his own on the break. And here they go. Garland, no good. Orlando, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Magic moving the ball around. Fultz dishes to Ross. Pass to Gordon. Back to Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. Ross against Sexton. No good from Ross.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Orlando.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Aaron Gordon.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Cleveland with the ball. They trail by 11. Garland, good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
Right wing, back to Augustine. Wandu passes to Birch. Here's a Wandu. To the wing on the left. And there's the pass to Birch. Three-pointer Augustine. It's Drummond with the rebound. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to... And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to look at Cleveland's starting group. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And for the Wizards, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3. Here's Beal. Hachimura the pass to Bryant. Back to Hachimura. 5 on the clock. And Wall with the slam.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And Drummond kicks to Sexton. Cleveland moving the ball around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker, and it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
And Sexton drops them both. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Now here's Beal over Sexton. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Garland with it. He's picked up by Wall. Love. Bonga pulls it in.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And that's how smart Beal is. Knows how to angle his body through the contact and not let it affect the finish.
Now here's Drummond. Here's Garland. Back to Drummond. And he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Wall. Another shot. Now the feed to Bryant. And it's sent back by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Maybe some underrated parts of Kevin Love is the strength that he has in that lower body. Excels at absorbing that contact and then up and powers through.
Now here's Wall and stolen by Drummond. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. Sexton finds Love. And it's Sexton penetrating. Rebound Washington. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got his second bucket of the night. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Osman, the pass to Drummond. And he lays it straight in. Drummond's got 6.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket.
All with it, guarded now by Kevin Love. Hachimura down low. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Here's Drummond. Basket counts. 8 points for him.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now here's Wall. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62% to the left wing. Outside, Sexton. Lays it up and banks it in.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it.
Outside, Wall. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Beal against Love. And that one's good. Beal. Beal's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Andre Drummond has been on display for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points.
I've been moving through the city like a phantom in the
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Darius Garland, another one of those players who is in the second generation of NBA appearances. His father played 7 seasons in the league and has got to be very proud of all of his effort.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Feeds to Mahinmi. Deflects the pass. 3 on 3. There's Garland. And trying to break loose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Smith scanning the floor. The Wizards working the ball around now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Washington, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Outside, Porter. Out left to the wing. And it's denied. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bertans. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
Used to getting pushed around a little bit, Larry Nance Jr. does a nice job of finding enough room to score.
And that one's good. Wagner.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
On the wing, Porter. Passes it to Windler. Misses in close.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Out to Smith. Here's Bertans. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Smith inside, and it's blocked.
More of this from Larry Nance Jr. rising up and tossing that one away.
And oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. It's his first trip to the line.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Sexton's checked in. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Nance kicks to Sexton. He feeds it to Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 2. Pass to Wagner. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out. Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Sexton, the pass to Windler. Right side, Sexton.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Payton, right side. The pass to Smith. And here's Wagner. And he goes in for the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Pass to Windler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
For the Wizards, Bradley Beal comes in for Payton. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. Love checked in for Cleveland. Here's Windler. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. Pass to Beal. Left block shot on the way. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Beal's got 7 points in the game. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Love. Here's Windler. Love outside. From deep. Dives for it. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Beal, the pass to Hachimura. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Sexton. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie, you gotta love the John Wall we saw in the first. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
And stolen by Love. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
And it's Beal in the corner. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Knocked away. Sexton dishes to Garland. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Cavaliers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Wizards with the lead. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Beal, the pass to Bryant. And he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Garland, no good.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Count that bucket. And it's a 5-point Washington lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Cleveland moving it around. The wide open look for Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
And the pass to Garland. Out to the wing. Osman kicks to Sexton. And Garland has it in the corner. Here's Drummond. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Wizards leading by 5. Wall looking it over. Pass to Hachimura. Outside, Wall. Back to Hachimura. It's Beal on the wing. No good on the 3. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. And the Wizards making a change here. Smith has checked in. Nancy's checked in for the Cavaliers. Outside, Sexton. The dish to Garland. On the wing, Nance. Jacks up a 3. Bryant with the rebound. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And he can just fly. Well, we know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
It's stolen by Hachimura. To the middle. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. To the wing on the left. And that one's good. Osman.
That's what you want to work for, a high percentage look from deep.
Wizards leading by 7. Cloak loose. Stolen by Garland. Here's Sexton. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mahimi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Bertonis comes in for Rui Hachimura. Troy Brown's checked in for Beal. And Gary Payton has subbed in for John Wall. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And Thompson sends it back.
Shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Payton. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Brown missing.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Wagner. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. So 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So it's the Wizards now. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Smith outside. Lock at 6. And it's Brown missing. Now Cleveland shooting at 50% in a decent 3. Here's Porter. Rebound by Mahimi. Washington leading now by 3. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Garland dishes to Porter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, to have a long career in the league, I think Garland's going to have to be more of an assist maker.
And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Wizards making a change here. Vargas checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Nance. Here's Mahimi. And Mahimi with the stuff.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
To the left side wing. And here's Love from the arc. Rebound, Washington. Smith drives in. That one goes in. Now it's a 5-point Wizards lead. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Garland, the pass to Porter. Over to the left wing. Cleveland moving it around. For 3, Love. Cleveland the rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Love against Smith. And the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mahimi. Beal comes in for Troy Brown. And John Wall subbed in for Smith.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Hachimura is checked in for the Wizards. The score now all even.
Kevin Love recognizes the space before he caught the ball, so plenty of room to shoot that ball.
Wall against Sexton. Beal deciding where to go with it, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And both free throws good for Beal.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Sexton on the wing. Osman kicks to Garland. And here's Love from the arc. Kept alive.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Beal up top, defended by Drummond. Beal, the pass to Bonga. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 4th assist in this one.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Osman, covered by Wall.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
Garland dishes to Love. Out left of the wing. For 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Wall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bonga. Count that one. Now it's a 6-point Washington lead.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
And Love has it in the corner, uncovered, and right on target. Good. And that's now 9 points for Love.
And Kevin Love, no stranger having the ball when it's tight like this. Terrific at stepping up.
Sexton against Beal. Dishes it to Bryant. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Drummond. There's Garland, and foul on the shot, so he'll get it. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Outside, Beal. Passes to Bryant. The feed to Wall. Missed. And now we've got the intentional foul. He sinks the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the win.
Beal from long range. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really,
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The skyline of Orlando's and now Washington's starting group. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Gordon finds Fultz. The jump hook. Bryant with the rebound. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, GA, his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
Beal against Fournier to the inside. And it's Gordon missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Fultz. Passes it to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Makes it off the glass.
Superb at switching gears at a moment's notice. Fultz is flat out awesome at driving inside.
Here's Wall. Bryant trying.
You gotta enjoy watching Wall take flight. He's a sensational dunk artist.
Fultz kicks to Gordon. The feed to Vucevic. Gordon trying to break loose. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Gordon.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
The shot's good from Bryant.
Wall is a smart point guard. Look, he utilized the screen and roll beautifully. Look how he threaded the needle.
Fournier passes to Vucevic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Magic shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Wall draws the double. It's stolen by Fultz. Isaac kicks to Gordon. Isaac passes to Fultz, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Fournier against Beal. To the paint, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mahinmi's checked in for Washington. As Smith comes in for John Wall. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Smith. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a sitter who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spot.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Smith finds Mahinmi. Vucevic with the block. And now Augustine pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, You can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, here's Mahimi, and that time, also a missed shot.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
And a more traditional in-the-paint big for most of his career, Mahimi has been working hard to evolve his game.
Yeah, he's trying to become more comfortable on the perimeter at both ends. He started shooting threes over the last couple of years just to keep the defense honest. And defensively, he's done a much better job of closing out on jump shooters.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Ennis comes in for Fournier. And a change for the Wizards. Payton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, Smith is a fighter. Someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Augustine dishes to Vucevic. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Vucevic has got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Smith inside. Vucevic on him. And that one drops.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
And Augustine kicks to Ennis. Now the dish to Bamba. Can't get it to fall. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Orlando making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. And then for Washington, Mo Wagner comes in for Mahimi. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. Carter Williams kicks to Ross. The pass to Vucevic. Back to Ross. 6 feet out. And no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Magic lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Payton is out there with Wall. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bonga in at small forward. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, no hesitation from Hachimura. Once he spots the open man, gets the ball right to him.
To the left wing. Orlando making some changes. Isaac comes in for Vucevic. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Ross. Bamba passes to Fultz. No good on that one. Payton with some nice D. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Oh, that's Wall's vertical. The D can't let him get room to soar near the basket.
Fultz kicks to Ennis. Back to Fultz. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here are the Magic now. Back to Ennis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Washington making a change here. Ryan's checked in. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
They get it back. Bryant got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Orlando leading. Isaac outside. Here's Bamba. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Bamba's got his first 2 points of the night.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Bryant with him. Now guarded by Fultz. And Bryant kicks to Payton. From 10 feet out. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here for the Magic. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Ennis. Evan Fournier comes in for Michael Carter-Williams. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Mahimi's checked in for Mo Wagner. Brown comes in for Hachimura. Beal's checked in for Payton. And Smith subbed in for John Wall. Augustine passes to Isaac. Inside. Here's Bamba, and it's sent back by Bryant.
But because of Bryant's timely shot blocking skills, he makes opponents second-guess themselves.
Outside Fournier. Down low. And Bamba with the basket on the assist from Fournier. And the Magic lead by 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Bryant. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
To the paint. Unloads from 9. Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Beal dishes to Mahimi. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, man, his passing has evolved over the course of Beal's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now, we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Smith. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Dishes it to Brown. For Washington, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That free throw, no good. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. Ross passes to Augustine. And here we go. Washington fast break. Up top, Bertans, defended by Gordon. Here's Bunga. Bertans against Gordon. Augustine with the steal. And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way. Oh, wow!
Nice. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Beal's shot is good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Orlando, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fast break, here we go. For the finish, and finished off by Beal.
Beal is so dangerous in the open floor. He can burn you with his speed, his shooting, in pretty much every way.
Outside Fournier. There's the foul. It's on Mahimi. That is his first foul of the game. Fultz against Wall. Fultz kicks to Ross. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Wall taking his time here. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
The length of...
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards out front. Up 2. 2K Sports. Back in a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
The blocks are impressive, no doubt. You see that? Look at that. That's the exceptional leap in skills of Wall. When he's running to the cup, you know he's trying to ram it down.
Fultz against Wall. Isaac trying to break free. And then Gordon with the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Beal with it. Defended now by Fournier. Outside, Beal. And that one drops for him. Beal's got the lead up to 4 now for Washington.
He is so hard to stop. I mean, when Beal is committed to scoring, he doesn't care who's guarding him.
Again, the Wizards score.
A rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
And Wall with the slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And it's Vucevic missing. Wizards leading by 6. And Wall. Here we go now. No good on that one. Nice D from Fournier.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Yep, that one goes in there.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Beal against Fournier. Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
Why settle for the layup when you can jam? Bryant rocking the rim with some force there.
Isaac finds Fultz. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Fultz against Wall. And it's Beal in the corner. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. Vucevic with the block. And they're able to recover. And finished off by Bryant.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Here's Fournier. Count it. Good. Fournier's got 4 points this quarter. Wizards leading by 4. Outside, Wall. To the inside. And it's Bryant missing. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. Isaac outside. Left side, Fournier. The 3. Rebound, Washington. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. All going up court. And they pick up 2. That's 10 points for John Wall.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Gordon inside. He's covered by Hachimura. And it's Vucevic missing. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. The shot by Beal, no good. The Magic trail by 6. Fultz with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Isaac passes to Vucevic. Isaac up top. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. Here's Gordon. 4 on the clock. The shot's good from Fournier. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls for the Magic. Ennis, he's checked in for Isaac. Ross comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Carter Williams in for Fultz. Washington leading now by 4. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The drive by Smith. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. The Magic have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Ross. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Payton. The putback. It's good on the putback. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for Washington.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
And so it's Washington with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Brown. Travis Berton's out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Smith, and it's Payton in at the 2 spot. On the wing, Brown. Knocked loose. Pass to Wagner. The Wizards working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Bertonis goes back up, and he sinks the layup. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Well, at almost 7 feet, Wagner can really own the boards, grabs the rebound, and finishes the play strong.
Well, Orlando's shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Ross passes to Vucevic. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Ross kicks to Vucevic, passes it to Ennis. Back to Vucevic. The shot's good.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate.
Smith finds Wagner. Out to Smith. Off target at the rim.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really hard.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
When you're open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Smith the pass to Wagner. Now Bertans. Payton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Ross dishes to Vucevic. He kicks to Ennis. Vucevic trying to get open. Tries again. Pass to Carter Williams. Here's Gordon. Ennis with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Smith against Carter Williams. Here's Wagner. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
It's stolen by Berton. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. And it's Wagner missing. And it's Carter Williams with the ball for Orlando. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Wizards leading by 4. Smith outside. Down kicks to Smith. Now the pass to Wagner. Vucevic with the block. Up top, Carter Williams, covered by Smith. Outside, Gordon. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
A tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Smith, the pass to Bertens. It drops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Ross. Money.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're leading by 2. 44 seconds left in the 4th. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, John Wall.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
It's Beal on the wing. Back to Wall. Pass to Hachimura. Out to the right wing. Here's Bunga. And the wing jumper offline. And so it's Washington who scrape by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.